I'm staying at one of the best hotels in the world. This place is insane. It has its own 2-star Michelin restaurant on site. It has a hawk to scare off all of the seagulls. You can see that there's none in the sky above me, so they're not going to come down and steal your chips. It has insane rooms that are huge and absolutely first class. It also has an ice cave, so when you get a little bit too warm hanging around the 7 pools that are on site, you can go and cool down and chill out. And it has its own private beaches because it's set in 54 acres of grounds. In fact, the staff have to pick you up in golf cart buggies to transport you to the 12 different restaurants on site. So let's take a look at the room that I'm staying in. I've actually got a 2-bedroom apartment, which is one of the biggest that you can get in this whole complex. It's just here behind me. Let's go and check it out. So I'm staying at number 52. So it's upstairs and it's got a very special treat upstairs. There's somebody cleaning this room, but let's just head up the stairs. The lights on. Quite a nice entrance. Quite fun. Nice steps. Very, very upmarket. Just the whole place feels so modern and upmarket, but also traditional. So let's go and see what we've got in here. So this place is absolutely insane. It is huge. This is the main area bedroom. This bed is absolutely ginormous. Let me show you how big it is by me jumping on it. Okay, here we go. Here's me jumping on the bed to show you how big it is. It is absolutely massive. I mean, if I'm lying this way, I'm just about touching the 2 sides with my arms above my head. It is absolutely huge. One of the biggest beds I've ever stayed at in my life. This is huge, absolutely massive. And the rest of this room is just incredible. I don't know whether you can feel the full perspective of it, but we've got a massive sofa area over here. Could easily fit 5 or 6 people on there. And then we've got this balcony here. So let's just go out. Have a look at the grounds that you can see out this window. So we've got 2 seats out here that you can sit and enjoy the sun with a table. And we've got a really nice view. It's very picturesque and serene here. Very, very relaxed. But you can see that it's really spaced out. It's not very built up at all. We've got a lot of greenery. There's a lot of space between me and there's the next buildings over there. Huge. There's a pool here. Which is heated to 28 degrees, so you won't have that nasty feeling when you get in the morning. But yeah, just a great view, really nice. There's some of the villas and stuff over there. And there's actually another balcony here. So if I just wander over, this is adjoined. So this comes out of the other part of the room. Got another couple of chairs here. One of the other nice touches when you get here is that you get a platter of fruit and a bottle of wine and a few chocolates and some books to read. And you've got some knives and forks to use with your fruit. Not sure who is using knives and forks with their fruit, but each to their own, not for me. They have these tablets, so rather than having a book that tells you everything, you've got a tablet which gives you all the information on the restaurants. There's so many different restaurants, so many different choices. They've got lots of spa treatments, so they've got a salon, yoga, hypoxia, not sure what that is, health club, and then sports. Have a look at the sports later. So there's tennis, golf, and the paddle centre. We then got guest directory, leisure, customise your stay. So lots of different things there. And there's a few books and things. Also got a huge telly, absolutely massive. And this telly actually pulls out. So if I pull it like this, you can see that it then is angled over to the sofa, or you can push it the other way and you can watch it if you're in bed. And if we head through the hallway, we've got a couple of different places here. We've firstly got the kitchenette. There's lots of wardrobes here that service that main room we've just looked at. Kitchenette, so you get free water and coffee and tea, which is great. Everything else is a minibar, so this is minibar. And there's a minibar in here, which I would imagine costs a lot of money for very small beers. We've got really tiny little beers, like a mini beer, baby beer. Oh, a bottle of champagne. Not sure how much that is, but probably a lot. If we then cross the hallway, we've got the bathroom, which is done in a more traditional sort of style. Double sink, and we've got a bath and a shower, lots of towels, and you get robes for everybody that's here. So nice touch. Oh, you also get some slippers, which I'll show you here. Got some slippers there. And then we head through into this second bedroom, which is also really big. It's got its own view, but it's so quiet here, so quiet. And this is done, you can either have this as a proper double bed, or we've got twin beds here. You could separate those if you wanted to. Lots of wardrobe space, and it also has its own balcony out here. There's not actually, interestingly, no furniture out on that balcony, but it is quite a large space. Let's jump out there. While we're here, might as well go out and do the full tour. So yeah, over here you can see lots of nice views. It gets the sun, so I'm standing in the sun right now. You can see the other balconies from the other apartments. So, but that isn't it, because this apartment has its own private terrace. So let's go up and have a look at the terrace. So if we head back out of the room and then up these stairs, we can go to this apartment's private terrace. And this is really nicely done. Again, lovely architecture, but we've actually put some really nice lights around the top of this. It's a bit like a church. Coloured windows, really quite flash. And a lovely blue door, which leads out. Oh, sorry, I need the key. It's so private, you have to have a key, so luckily I've got the key. And here we go out into the terrace. You can see we've got a couple of sunbeds. We've actually got a sofa over here with another chair and tables, and we've also got a shower. So this is insane. This is huge. We've got some solar panels here as well, which is very environmentally friendly. But you can see here the scale of this terrace. You could have easily 8 or 9 people out here quite comfortably. And again, you've got this fantastic view. It's so quiet. You can look over the pool. You'd sit here having a few evening margaritas or some other beverage, whatever takes your fancy. Sit on this lovely sofa, taking in the lovely sea air. So my overall assessment of this apartment is that it is incredible. It is one of the best rooms I have ever stayed at in my life. This terrace alone is bigger than some of the apartments that I've lived in my life. Absolutely huge, but what a fantastic place. What a great place to come to. And I think it definitely justifies the concept of being the best hotel in Portugal.